my friend. Today we are cleaning out the pantry because I've been working on this cookbook nonstop, and the problem is, let me just show you. This is the problem. I'm ready to open my pantry and just feel like, wow, I just feel organized on the inside as well. You know what I mean? I knew there was a problem when I'm like, oh, I forgot that I had that and I was about to go buy it. You know what I mean? I don't want that. I want to know exactly what I have. I want to know my inventory. I want to know where things are. I want to have easy accessibility. This is the problem, and we're gonna go and get what we need to get right now for it. Before we do anything, we're gonna make a matcha. I just got this MCT oil from Thrive Market. I am obsessed with this. It's the best price. So this contains lots of caprylic acid, which is very naturally antifungal, antimicrobial. It's really amazing for gut health. And look how cute it is too. Like Thrive just crushes it with the packaging. This is like a little gut health matcha. I also get my collagen on there as well, the Great Lakes. I love this brand. I love the way that it dissolves. I love that I really can't taste it. I've tried a lot of collagen. I just really like this one. A couple scoops of my Armor colostrum. Always, always, always. So a couple scoops, okay? This is like my favorite part of the day. Do a little squirt. Nice splash of our MCT oil. That is absolutely perfect. It's like so much better with the MCT oil. It's so creamy. Okay, let me show you what I got from Thrive Market, because I literally got some of my new favorite things. Like, first of all, the MCT oil, as I mentioned, absolutely amazing, so good for gut health. I ran out of my MCT oil and I was looking for the best price, like just the cheapest MCT oil that I could get, but with the highest, I was specifically looking for the highest of the caprylic acid. The cheapest, the best MCT oil, the highest amount of the caprylic acid. And I was like, I just love you, Thrive Market. You never let me down. And honestly, I already have really good energy, but I genuinely do feel like I have even more energy and like such good focus. Like, I'm telling you, with this cookbook, I'm not gonna lie, I have been staying up way too late. I have been working on it for so many hours, like a lot of very focused work, and I just am like so energized and focused, and I just added this in, and I'm like, I'm telling you, I love that. I love MCT oil. Okay, I threw in my favorite green pitted olives. These are the best for snacking. I love them. The taste is unmatched. It's the best. And this is one of my most favorite things that I get from Thrive Market. I restocked this. This is the My Community. This is the comprehensive immune support. Go read the reviews on this blend. This is such an amazing immunity blend. I take 2 capsules every single day. It's just another thing that I really like to do to support my immune system, especially when I got that test. A lot of you asked me about that test that I did when I found out about the mold in my body. I ran a Cyrex 12 pathogen panel, and you do have to go through a practitioner to do it. Don't worry, I'm working on so many things for you, okay? So I'm not just telling you what I'm doing for my health and how I've changed my fertility, my progesterone, my hormones, everything. I'm doing this, so I'm like, I want to just pave the way for you. So that is my goal, and I'm working on so many things. But when I found out about that, I was like, I'm just so thankful for immune support. I'm telling you, if you read the reviews, you're gonna be so shocked. And that's why it initially sold me, even though I've always loved like medicinal mushrooms. But this says it promotes the immune system's natural ability to communicate and react. Beautiful. Encourages a healthy and balanced immune response, which we want a balanced immune response because we don't want the immune system going after our own tissues, you know, kind of getting confused, if you will, which I don't believe it gets confused. I think that there can be things that, like toxins, that really overstimulate it and kind of put it into overdrive. It's so good. It's my favorite, and Thrive Market has the best price on this. So every time I go through a bottle, I always restock it. So that is the next thing I got. And then I'm telling you, if you are not doing a high quality salt is one of the most important, it is one of our most important minerals. Plus, this doesn't just have the salt in there. There's so many minerals from the ocean. So with the Celtic sea salt, and Thrive Market has the best price on this. It's designed to preserve the ocean's minerals. That is exactly what we want. We want all the minerals from that. We want mineral rich sea salt. This really is so good, and a little bit in your water can really completely transform your life, honestly. The last thing that I got is organic psyllium. Psyllium. I feel like it's psyllium. Is it psyllium? That just sounds funny. So psyllium. Something that I've been really trying to focus on is really upping my soluble fiber content, and just really fiber content in general, because let me just take a sip of this really fast. So our liver makes bile and we need fiber to bind to the bile and pull it out of the body. And the bile is what holds the toxins, excess hormones like estrogen, which we need for hormone balance to get out of the body. So the liver makes the bile and then we need adequate fiber intake to bind onto it and then pull it out of the body to go to the bathroom and get it out of the body. And fiber is literally, that is what we need to bind onto that bile. So I've really just been trying to up my fiber more and more and more and really focus on just getting a lot of fiber, especially because again, of that blood test with the antibodies that I found out earlier this year. And I'm really just trying to really promote healthy detoxification in my body. And one of the ways that we do that is we eat enough fiber, because then if we don't eat enough fiber, then that gets recirculated, that bile gets recirculated back into our liver, and the liver is more and more burdened with sludgy old bile and not, really able to produce new good bile that is going to be able to really detoxify and get everything out of the body. So it's so funny, when I used to think of detoxification, I always used to think of, or when you hear detoxification just in our world, you think of like maybe juice cleanses or something like that. But really fiber is where it's at for detoxification, like genuinely allowing your body to do what it does and promote good detoxification. So anyway, that is my little Thrive Market haul. I literally love them so much. They're having their back to school sale right now. So they have so many different things on sale. Makes it such a good time to join and become a member of Thrive Market. If you are not a member, it is the best online-based grocery store. You can't beat the convenience of ordering groceries with a few taps from your phone, especially different seasons of life. I've had so many friends join in newly postpartum seasons when it's just really hard to get to the grocery store. But also, even for me, like, I'm not gonna go to the grocery store. Literally, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was looking for an MCT oil and I'm like, I'm not gonna pay literally double the price for an MCT when I could get the highest quality MCT oil for literally half the price on Thrive Market. Like, there's no way. Thrive Market carries everything that I want at the absolute best price. You go to Thrive, I will leave a link in the description box that you can click to join, or you can go to thrivemarket.com/CambriaJoyYT and you are going to get 30% off of your first order and a free gift worth up to $60. And then again, remember, they are having the back to school sale, so it just makes it such a good time to join with all of the products that are already discounted, already at a low price, but then a discounted already. So link is in the description, and let's go and figure out what we need to get for our organization. Okay, basically what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do inventory of what I need to get for all the little jars that I need for everything. And I don't know if I need that much, but I don't think I need that much. I have my very quickly scribbled out what I need to get, so let's go. Okay, here's all of our jars. I'm already feeling so much better about this. And it already looks so beautiful not even being in the pantry. Healthy storage, just it being glass. And then I like that I can see everything. And these jars specifically, the lids actually don't come off. Like, you can take them off. Now I need to pull everything out of the pantry. The grand reveal. This is what we're working with now. It is so much more organized. I am so happy with how clear everything is. I love how I can see every single thing that I need. This is my favorite part, this little matcha station, if you will, with my Armra, my MCT oil. This is inulin. It's really good at feeding the bacteria, the good bacteria in your gut. The fact that I can easily see the gelatin. This was like in the back of some other cabinet. Oh, much better. I still do have quite, and look at the bottom. So the bottom, this is where I was like kind of going back and forth because these are all basically refills for the jars. I'd like to just use this up and just be, you know, practical with it and then be able to put everything in the jars as I use it up in the bags. And then the bottom shelf right here, so nice. I love these little swivel trays are fantastic. And then again, this is just the bags that didn't have jars to go in. So like cacao butter, I do have a little baking powder, some more collagen back there, and we have our stocked up on our jellies. And then up here, a bunch of pasta is basically in here. So like the Jovial, we just have a lot of pasta in there. And then same thing in here as well. So the top didn't change. The top is just extra collagen. And this is actually, as maybe I was like, I didn't know what I was gonna use this for because our house is pretty tiny, so I don't have anywhere to put this. So I figured, okay, this is actually gonna be great because we don't have another closet in the house. And we really do put towels in here to just, you know, dry off dishes. Could not be happier with how it turned out. And I just think that it's exactly what we need and I can see everything, and I will just use up these bags on the bottom as we go. But I mean, that's the only part that I'm like, I just kind of went back and forth. Like, do I want to buy extra storage? But just being practical, like that is all going to go in there. So hopefully that'll just get cleared out soon and I'll be nice and tidy. And I can maybe get a few more of those for organizing potatoes and things like that. Super, super happy with it. And it looks so much better. I really tried to put the things I grabbed the most. So the beans, you know, day to day, and then my little matcha station, and just like the vinegars and gelatin for little gummies that are so good. Gelatin is really rich in glycine. That's what makes it really special. Like when you see people making gummies, you're like, why do people make gummies? The reason that gelatin is so good is because it's so abundant in that amino acid glycine, and glycine is very anti-inflammatory. We actually need it to make bile, which is really important even for the health of our thyroid. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, but that is one of the reasons. It really is one of the reasons that it's so amazing. But anyway, down here, I am really happy with this, especially again with how much I've been baking and just in the kitchen. I was throwing things in here and it was so disorganized, and it was just, honestly, I got to the point where I was like, I don't want to be buying things that I already have, you know? Should I get a few more bins down there? I'm not sure. It's all done and I'm so happy about it. And it just makes me happy to close this knowing that it's nice and organized. Thanks for organizing the pantry with me. I have been, seriously, I feel a bit detached from the world in a way because I've been so focused on the cookbook. And it's so much more than a cookbook, which again, you will see very, very soon. I am like at the finish line. It's so amazing. Gonna just, you know, I struggled for such a long time with my hormones, and the fundamental basics I was missing for so long. And now I'm like, if you don't have to miss the basics, I wanna help you not do that. I wanna help you lay a really strong foundation. So anyway, just so excited. I'm so excited for it. It's amazing. And it's just, I can't wait for it to be in your hands. But speaking of hormones and hormone health, and I was looking back over my basal body temperature charts and thinking back to the months that I've made progress every single month. And even my serum progesterone this past month was literally a 9, you know, 9.6, or the month that I tested it just very recently, which is in range. And that's amazing that it's literally in range, has not been in range for genuinely over 10 years since I even first started getting progesterone measurements. Never has even been, it's always been in the 1 range or even lower. I'm honestly, I don't know what my lowest one was, but I was looking at I was just looking at this year of my basal body temperature charts, and specifically when I get the spike of my temperature, which my goal is to get to a 98-degree body temperature within 3 days of ovulation. And I never knew that. I never ever knew to even track my cycle. I never knew what to look for in tracking. I look back before I had my armband and when I was doing my oral body temperature, and I was not ovulating when not right after, but a couple even months after I miscarried, I wasn't ovulating. And I was so just not doing the fundamentals and the basics of eating enough protein, making sure that I'm getting enough zinc, making sure that I'm getting healthy fatty acids, making sure that I'm getting enough potassium and vitamin C. And there was just so many things that I didn't know, or I knew about them, but I did not do them. I didn't have a plan, and I didn't have a way to know that I'm doing what I should be doing every single day to support my body and my fertility. And that's why this little cookbook guide was born out of that, here, Cambria, this is what you need to be doing. This is your little checklist of what you should be doing to nourish your body. And that's the thing. I look back on when I first began my health and fitness journey, it actually was through a meal guide that was definitely very low carbohydrate, very, very it just really wasn't beneficial for me. It was more of, I found myself more stuck in like dieting, and it's crazy because going into this, making this, it has felt so, now, not initially, because I didn't really even realize, I was just like putting it together. And now it's actually been incredibly redemptive. It feels very redemptive to be putting together basically a nourishment guide on helping you to nourish your body and get enough nutrients and get enough energy and enough healthy fats and enough healthy carbs for thyroid conversion, for for cell membrane health, and all these different things that we don't need to cut out major macronutrients that, and we want to make sure that we're nourishing and getting all the micro and the macronutrients. And all that to say, I was really looking back at the cycles where I noticed I was having more calcium because I was having like multiple matchas a day. And when I was doing all my calculations of the micronutrients, I noticed when I was having more just milk, more of the whole milk, I was having so much more calcium. And I noticed that generally my temperatures were a bit higher during those months when I was really craving the matchas, and the matcha itself helping with temperatures. I just feel like there's definitely like that huge correlation there with the blood sugar regulation and the polyphenols and feeding the bacteria. Anyway, so all that to say is it was incredibly nourishing actually, and like healing to me to even be putting something like this together, because I came into health and wellness and it was very restrictive, and it was kind of guised as healthy, but it really was like about what you're supposed to take out of your diet and what you're supposed to cut out, what you're not supposed to do. And now I'm saying like make sure that you're nourishing enough with this and this and this. And it is just, and here's what to do. And if it feels overwhelming, and, and here's why this even matters and makes a difference. And I find that is so important. A lot of the times we don't even know why. We don't even know why we're eating enough protein and how that affects progesterone and what does that even mean and what even carries progesterone on the body and all these things. And all my education and everything everything is coming together, and it is really beautiful. And I feel like if you're in a place, in a season of life that is, you're just like, I don't know why this is happening, or I don't know really even where to go next. If you're just like, I don't understand why this is happening to me, I just want to confidently say that in my own life, that God has worked everything together for good. Not that everything is good, but that's how good God is, that he makes all things, even the hard things, even the bad things, work together for good. He takes what was meant to not make us flourish, and he takes the things that were meant to really hurt our growth and make us wither, and he uses those very things to make us flourish. And I've really, really seen that in my own life, and it hasn't been easy, but I'm so thankful that that is the truth, because then I know that in those moments and when I face future moments of uncertainty, that I can look back and I can see the certainty of God. We have the dishwasher going, we have the washing machine going. Wow, and both of them just stopped. Before they start going again, I will leave, there we go. I will leave a link in the description box to join Thrive Market if you're not a member yet. This is really such a good time to join with the back to school sale. Get all your goodies for all of your kids if you're a mom. That's the thing, whatever season of life that you're in, this is a good sale. I'm not kidding you. When I was looking for an MCT oil and I found the one on Thrive Market, I was like, this cannot be true. This is so good. And I've been feeling so good with it, and it's made my matchas even better. I don't even know how that's possible. It's the best thing ever. And then it just got even better. Link in the description box for that, or thrivemarket.com/CambriaJoyYT for YouTube. And also I will leave a link in the description box to sign up if you want to get notified for when the cookbook is going to release. So you can pop your email in there, and then I'll pop you an email and let you know when it's coming out. So thanks for organizing the pantry with me. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.